I gotta wait till I need to be out of the car to do it.
You need room?
This is Leroy Rollins' channel.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video. We're going to quickly go through back and shoulders from this week. Haven't really detailed this workout a whole lot, and I have switched a few things up, so I figured we'd mention that today. So, started with a close grip pull down, keeping the elbows tight, really focusing on getting that big stretch at the top. On these ones, I loaded it pretty heavy, somewhere around like an 8 to 12 rep range, really, getting that stimulus to the back to kick the workout off. Always start the workout off with just a little warm-up in the form of like some kind of cardio. And then, quickly want to touch on, I had this conversation with a client the other day. When you're warming up, the goal isn't to accumulate a ton of volume and almost pre-fatigue yourself before your actual working sets. If you're doing, say you're going to do 100 pounds on a pull down, so you put 50 pounds on, you do 10 reps, then you put 70 on for 10 reps, then you do 90 for 10 reps, and then you get into your working set. You've already done 3 sets of 10, and no, it's not necessarily to the point where you're going to be extremely fatigued, but you are accumulating fatigue, and you could be taking away from those warm-up or from your actual working sets. So when I'm warming up, guys, I'll do, a lighter weight for maybe 7 or 8 reps, and then I'll do a little bit heavier for maybe 4 or 5, and then I'll get into my working sets. And I honestly feel that a lot of people leave a lot of strength. They leave that out because they're going into their actual working sets where they should be trying to progress. They're going into those sets already fatigued from doing too much on your warm-up. So just keep that in mind, guys. So just before the cable move here, you saw me doing a supinated grip pull down, adding that into the rotation just to switch things up, and felt great. Before it used to bug my wrists, but thankfully now that's not an issue. So that was good. Then we're going into the chest supported rear delt fly, which is awesome because you have that chest pad. This Rogue bench is super heavy duty, so it doesn't slide, it doesn't move anywhere, so you can really brace against that. And because I don't have a reverse pec deck, which obviously would do the same thing because you have that chest support, doing this way versus standing, I find to be super beneficial. Then we moved into an upper back, kind of like a hammer strength row type maneuver. So notice on this one, elbows are wide, and I'm really trying to hit that upper back. Not a whole lot of movement through the lower lats and the mid back. It's a lot through kind of like that straight across the upper back through the traps, through the rear delts again. And on this one, just 3 sets, kind of 12 to 15, a little bit higher rep range than the other stuff, but still getting pretty close to failure across all 3 sets. Definitely by the 3rd set, my upper back was pretty fatigued, and again, this was after doing those rear delt flies, so my upper back was pretty fried. Then we went into trap focus, which is something that I put a lot of effort in the recent last few months, is my traps, and I think it's paying off. I honestly do. So been doing this superset, really big fan of it, doing the Smith snatch grip shrug. Say that 5 times fast. So a little bit wider than just outside your hips. So its arms are kind of on like a 45-degree angle, hitting the upper traps. And then supersetting that with, I call these things like trap flies. So it's similar looking to like a rear delt fly, but I really, instead of just pulling with my shoulders, I'm really trying to shrug hard at the top and get those traps fired up. So going pretty heavy on the shrugs with kind of a 8 to 12 rep range, and then a high rep for those trap flies. And on the last set of those shrugs, I'll do a big drop set on the Smith machine to really burn the traps out. Now we're getting into the hammer strength overhead press, plate loaded, really trying to progress this one up to 4 plates, and I'm really close. 4 plates would be 180 a side, and on this day I did 165 for I think 8 or 9 reps. So really happy with that. I'd really love to see 180 on there for like a 5 to 8 would be sweet. So I did 1 load set and then 1 back off set, which you're seeing here, with just 3 plates for somewhere around like 10 to 15, I think, just to really hit the shoulders hard on that overhead press. My right shoulder has been giving me a little bit of trouble, and it's tender when I'm warming up, but once I get enough weight on there to whatever's bugging me, enough weight makes it go away. So it's probably not a good thing, and I think after I'm going to shoot for that 180 in the coming weeks, and then after that really give my shoulder a break. Lateral raises seem to be fine, what you're seeing here, seated. I did 3 sets of somewhere around the 15 to 20 rep range, and then I believe I did a big drop set on the end, kind of drop down to 20s and then drop down to 10s to really fry the lateral delts. Your lateral delts can take a lot of volume, guys. They're small muscles, so you can really hit them with multiple different rep ranges, multiple different exercises, multiple times a week. They can recover pretty good versus larger muscle groups like your back or your glutes or your quads. Your rear delts, or sorry, your lateral delts can really take a beating. So yeah, hit them up, hit them hard. And then we finished with kind of this crucifix cuffed lateral raise. Did 3 sets of higher rep range, around 20 to 30 actually, to really fry them and finish the workout off with a good shoulder pump. So this one's good, guys. There's different ways you can set this one up, but the nice thing about the cuffs is that you don't have to worry about your grip at all. You can just really focus on that lateral head. So hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you want me to do this more often, be sure to let me know. Comment below, and I'll be sure to fire up more content like this. Tomorrow's 16 weeks out, guys. Super stoked, feeling good. So we should see a good number on the scale tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next one.